I can tell from these answer choices that a lot of this one is probably going to come down to just how it sounds. These are definitely tenses of the verb, but it's changing the wording in ways that are probably more about just like getting the point across clearly. So let's just see how it sounds. For thousands of years, people in the Americas blank the bottle gourd, a large bitter fruit with a thick rind, to make bottles, other types of containers, and even musical instruments. So it does take a little bit to kind of figure out what's going on here, but the sentence is basically this. People in the Americas have used the bottle gourd to make bottles, etc. So you gotta be okay with cutting some things out. So the most important thing, I think, to just really be able to hear this right is that this piece here with 2 commas, beginning and ending it, is really just an extra clause. And it's interrupting to tell us what a bottle gourd is, but in terms of the structure in the sentence, it's really just getting in the way. The structure of the sentence is kind of getting interrupted by this extra piece. So it's easier to hear without that. We also have an extra piece at the beginning, right, for thousands of years. So that is also kind of an intro, but that's much more obviously extra. So if you read it without it, I hope that choice B just sounds right. People in the Americas have used the bottle gourd to make bottles. Easy. I guess I'm trying to think if there's any way I can even say anything more here. The problem with things like ing is typically that way of kind of writing a verb turns a sentence into a not sentence. It turns it into more of a fragment. We use the ing as like a descriptor a lot of the times. So in both of those cases, what's going to happen is you're going to kind of turn this sentence into just like another long intro, and it's going to feel like we're getting to the point, but we never do because the sentence just ends. So that's what makes this tricky, is like it's easy to get lost and think you've kind of gotten to your point when actually you haven't. And hopefully A is also kind of just going to sound weird. People in the Americas to use the bottle gourd to make bottles, like just again, it doesn't get it across. So sometimes when we have verbs and it's changing the tense, there are things that we can do to kind of prove it. Here I think it's more just like make sure you find the shortest version of the sentence and just listen, and only choice B sounds good.